and welcome into the channel. Chapter 9, GlubZero, Conqueror Parish. At the end of Chapter 8, The Spark, I had just entered the bunker above Sinistaki. And holy landmines, Batman. I know I've certainly set my fair share of landmines the last few days. I do know that they do have a decay rate, unless protected by a flag. When protected by a flag, they'll remain until someone detonates them. Without the flag, I do believe it's a 7-day decay. Uh-oh. This is a C.O.P bunker door. I have the sneaking suspicion that I'm going to need a glow plug and some gas. Yeah. Wonder where the control room is. That looks like it could be it right there. Aha! Here it is. This should go nowhere. Yep. Alright, so I guess we're going to need a glow plug and some gas. And don't you know it? A couple chapters back, we're standing right beside a glow plug in that Humvee on Northwest Airfield. Okay, nothing left to do but explore what is here to see, and then go find the plug. We need to create a spark. Ooh, gas. And it sounds like it hit Tissy. There's some decent teaser loot laying around. Oh, there's a water well here. But I suspect behind that C.O.P bunker, the real treasure lay. Definitely will have to source a glow plug. And some gas, for that matter. Here's the other entrance. Doesn't seem to be a very big treasure vault. But I'll never know until I get inside. Well, I guess I'm off to Tizzy, for sure. That's the closest place I'm going to find a glow plug. Or a Humvee, to which I can harvest the glow plug. Now remember, we just heard gas. Our path to Tizzy is blocked at the moment, and we may have to go around. Which is okay. There's a few other areas I'd like to check out as potential base areas. Alright, I will be back as soon as I find that glow plug and a jerry can full of gas, which means I may just have to appropriate a vehicle to get this done. Well, I really don't have room for this grenade unless I eat some inventory, so goodbye. And I just like the boom. And I scared the fox. I think he's still following me around. I think he got attached. Ah, crap, I should have kept that grenade. Could have made another tripwire and left it for someone else. Inside the bunker is a no-no. Out and around it, I would say 200 to 300 meters should be fair play. Like at a nearby deer stand. Or, unexpectedly, in the bush. Speaking of the bush, there's a ruins just up here ahead. And I know the one thing I don't want to do is enter Tizzy just as night falls. So I think I'm going to make camp, spend the night here, and set off nice and early in the morning. Now, I do believe the direction I'm facing is the direction I want to go. Affirmative. Tizzy's blacked out on the map, but the area is there. It's just beyond this valley, up that road, right there. I don't think a lot of people know that the structure's here, so I should be pretty safe to bed down here. Should have grabbed me one of those books. It would be a great time to catch up on a little literature. How about 100 bottles of beer on the wall, 100 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Yeah, not for me either. Well, the old eyes are getting pretty heavy. I think it's time to turn in. I'll see you when I wake. Hey, welcome back. I guess you fell asleep too. I just woke up a few minutes ago. A little early. I'd say it's probably about 3-4 a.m. So I relit the fire and then pulled back. I'm hiding in the bushes, in the shadow. And wouldn't you know it, the road to Tizzy's been struck by gas. Again. Yep, that's right. You heard it. Alright, I'm gonna grab something to eat. Maybe filling up will make me a little sluggish and tired. I would like to get at least another hour before I set off. Even though I was told these old ruins hold ghosts that bring out dreams. Well, there goes the fire. I'm not going to bother relighting it. I'm just going to lay here and wait for morning to set in. Shouldn't be long now, but getting sleepy again. Eyes are heavy. I think I'm drifting off. I was having a dream about my last days in Everon. My last mission, to get free. Not only did I have to avoid the Russians, but I had to fight through the Americans. Reliving those nightmares? Not fun. Not fun at all. Maybe there's some truth to the myth with the ghosts of these ruins. Perhaps they did get in and tap into my nightmares, my dreams. Or maybe it's the nagging guilt of leaving my comrades behind that are tugging at my heartstrings. Who knows? I guess the best way to get over it is just to occupy myself with the current, push forward, and find my new home. Alright, Blue Trail it is. I wonder where my fox buddy went to. I heard him a couple of times throughout the night, hunting and foraging for his own dinner. Or I guess it would be breakfast. Or do they really concern themselves with what meal's what? They take it as they get it. Tissy must have been struck again while I slept. We're gonna have to go down, follow the Blue Trail, under Tissy, and wrap around the east flank, over top, and then drop in. That'll take me up to Lake GlubZero. That's not its official name. I've just taken the first and the last because I'll butcher the translation every time. So for now, GlubZero. Once I get there, there's a little rest stop area and a large lake. I'll probably drop a line in the water and do a little bit of fishing. I'll have to craft a pole, but that shouldn't be much of a chore. Oh, great. I hear a bear up towards that helicopter crash that I'm pushing. Forget to look both ways before you cross the road, kids. The bear and I must have crossed paths at some point. I haven't heard it in a while. Yeah, no, I do believe that crash is going to take me too far off my course. I think we'll skip this one. I'm more than positive, as soon as we swing north, we'll hear a few more, or see. Chances would have it that I'd have to log out here. I was needed away in real life. When I come back, the sun has swung all the way around me, and it's almost night again. Perfect. Once I cross this road, I'll start swinging north. Actually, just southeast of me, there's a deer stand at the edge of the forest in the clearing. I think I'm going to backtrack just a little bit and go check that first. Oh, there's the bear again, and he's north. Of course he's north. That's where I'm headed. If I had a couple of more of these traps, I'd have some fun and bait them in. Takes a minimum of 3 to kill a bear. Alright, let's take a knee and find out exactly where I am. Yeah, we're a little east of Glub. I go straight north from here. There's a canyon that'll take me straight up to that next level line, the green line. Well, I guess you can hardly call it a canyon, but it is a little valley. Runs for a couple of kilometers straight uphill. He's just over there behind those large rocks to the left. Well, that's a good find. I'm getting low on H2O, and I just happen to have a couple of chlorine tablets. Clean up this water and give it a chug. Alright, old Barry's over here somewhere. Keep hearing his little growls coming from over there. Yep, I'm gonna regret this. I have a bad feeling. But yet, here I go. Those may be from me, however, it'd be in my best interest to keep my eye out for stashes along these rocks as I'm searching for Barry. Well, I lost the trail. I haven't heard Barry in a few minutes. He may have wandered back down the hill. There, that long barn just left of the elbow of the green trail. That's my destination. Get out of this thicket of woods and away from Barry. Well, someone's obviously been here before me. Fresh red pine. Delicious. Well, I don't recognize that complex. Not quite sure if it's just beyond GlubZero or on Glub. I'll most definitely have to swing around there. It's right where I was going anyway. Well, barrels don't spawn here, and they don't pack themselves. This area definitely has activity. I should want to check that crash, but I don't want to run straight out to the open. We'll stick to the cover and work our way around, and eventually to it. Should I go for communion? I don't think so. I can definitely use the bullets in that magazine to repack my own. Fresh boots. I do like that camo ski mask, but the flat green is what I need. I was half expected to find a base hidden there. Oh, but what's this? There's crates on the shelf. Barrel stash on the other side of the field. 4 crates here. Someone's taken the time to either offload them from a truck or build them. Somebody is expressing an interest in this area. Oh, I can never say no to a can of peaches. That complex is fenced in. I do believe it's a custom base location. And it does look vacant. Definitely getting a closer look at this. Wow, this is a pretty large area. Too large for myself. So we'll just take this right off the list. However, I could possibly take over maybe one building. Nah, I'm going to scratch this area. Too large of an area for me to defend alone. A moated base over a lake, surrounded by fence, one entrance. This would make a fine compound for a large faction. Oof, I'm gonna have to lay off those peaches. I was confident I could have made that jump. Well, there doesn't appear to be any loot laying around, so it is purely just a base. hindsight, a lad like myself could have some fun here. Lots of opportunity for parkour. If I chose to live here, this building right here would be my MOB, main base of operation. Going to have to start looking for a place to bed down for the night. I got maybe about an hour's light. I mean, I could always post up here for the night. It's quiet, serene, picturesque. But what if I wake up and find myself built into somebody's base? That would not be good, would it? I think I'll push down into the firing range at the top of Tissy. There's a 3-story unit barracks. We can fortify it, protect ourselves for the night from invaders, find a nice quiet corner to bed down. I think I'll stop now, build the tripwire before I get to the location. Well, here we are. And there it is. And undoubtedly full of infected. They're everywhere. Well, there's certainly no shortage of landmines around. I may not even have to use this tripwire. If I can source enough landmine in here, I'll place one at every entrance. I don't plan on leaving by the doors. Yes, indeed, there's absolutely enough landmine to get the job done and more. So we'll do more. Some say this is toxic. But if self-preservation is toxic, then I guess I'm guilty. I have to start eating inventory to carry more armament. Now, we'll light a fire out on this little roof over the 2 doors that I just mined down on the bottom level. The good thing about this location is once I fall asleep, I have all of these infected patrolling, standing guard for me. If anyone approaches, I'm undoubtedly going to hear them, and if they push into the building, well, kaboom. Alright, not the coziest of accommodations, but a welcoming glow nonetheless. Time to settle down. We'll wake up. We'll work to clear Tizzy. We're going to set our sights east. Hopefully we find a glow plug soon. Check out that bunker.